Hey guys, so it's your girl again. I told you I was gonna do a video on the Temu wig that I purchased a few days ago. It was a cheap 613 wig, right? It's not HD, it's just regular lace, and I'm going to dye it a denim custom color. What I was doing here is I sprayed inside the lace wig with the Eben spray. I didn't have the got to be, but to me the Eben spray is much more stronger. And I put 3 layers, and I'm doing this so the lace itself won't get dyed. So I sprayed it inside, not the top part of the lace where I'm going to cut off, because that would just be a waste, but the inside that's actually going to show. I protected it with the Eben spray, right? And I'm recording this obviously after doing the video because you couldn't really hear me. So what I do, I spray the Eben inside of the wig, and then now I am spraying it with the blow dryer. Okay, so I'm making sure that all of the hairspray is dried inside of the wig. Please excuse me, you might hear some booming noises and people making up noise because this is the ghetto and people are making noise because 4th of July is tomorrow. Girl, pray for me to get up out of here. Anyway, so my lips might not be moving with what you're actually seeing on screen, but hey, it is what it is. Yes, and I had my little ghetto wash pan, and I put the dye. I had made boiling hot water, and then I put dye inside of the hot water. So right here what I'm showing you is how to make it the regular lace into HD. So what you do is heat the lace up, heat it up hot, right? And when the lace get hot, then you try stretch it. You stretch it north and south and east and west in those directions, and you pull it. You might see I pulled it kind of hard a little bit earlier before, but it did not rip. It's actually the lace is stretching because it coming like it's a plastic, so it's melting and you're stretching it and you're making the lace thinner. So that is how you make a regular lace HD. You heat it up with the blow dryer extremely hot, and then it'll get warm, and then you try stretch it. You pull the lace itself. Be careful not to tear it, but this regular lace is much more stronger at first than the HD lace, so you wouldn't really rip it. If you can see, I'm trying to show you where I stretch the lace. You'll see an indentation where it is, and that's where the lace is thinner. So you'll just have to do that to the whole wig, and the lace will be thinner. So as you can see right there, it's thinner, it's buckling because it was stretched. The lace was stretched. Okay, so that's how you make a regular lace into more thinner lace, something like a HD. Alright, so just in case you have a regular lace, don't throw it away, you can still work with it. Alright, so yeah, this is kinky curly, I think, hair that I got from Temu. The hair itself is very low grade. It's hard. It's not really a good hair, but it can work if you can use it. I paid $89 for it on Temu. So right here I'm showing you the dyes. I was using the aquamarine. I used about like 4 colors, and I'm just putting the dye inside of some hot water that I boiled and put in the basin. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right there. This is the sapphire color that I'm putting in there, and I'm squeezing it. And I use most of all of the colors in all of the bottles. I use most of all of it, and then now I'm using like a royal navy blue, and I'm mixing it. As you can see inside the bucket, it's looking a little purplish, but don't worry about that because I will add in some black, because the color I was looking for is like a dark denim. I wasn't really looking for like a bright royal blue. I wanted people to know that the hair was blue, but not that bright regular royal blue, like a denim, like a jeans color blue. Because I don't know if you guys know this shopping now, everywhere I've been going when I was in London and I came back to New York, I'm seeing a lot of denim clothes, denim shoes, denim hat, denim bags. So I guess like denim is the thing, you know. And I prefer blue here over red. I don't know why. I mean, I would go with a natural red, but like a siren red, like a Little Mermaid red, no, I don't do that one. I'm too scared for that, but I will rock a blue wig, you understand? So yes, I'm just mixing the water here. As you can see, it's very pigmented because I put like 4 different colors in there in the hot water. Make sure your water is hot, okay? Make sure it's hot because it works better like that. So I'm trying to get the most out of my money. I paid like $4.99 for each dye, and this is used on one wig. You know, I feel like it's a waste, but anyway, maybe I use too much water or whatever. But yeah, so I was just stirring it. Please excuse my elbows then, because my hands is always pressing on the desk, and that's how my elbows is dark like that. I have to work on it. But anyway, and I do look my skin look dry because it's been so hot over here that I have not been using any lotions or oils on my skin because it's too hot. So there's me again. I thought it was too light, so I added some more color into the water. As you can see, it's getting darker, but still, again, it still have a purplish look to it. But don't worry, you understand? I just want to get my money's worth because, like I said, I bought this wig from Temu, and it's like the first time I'm buying a 613 wig, and I just wanted it to be a reasonable price because I knew that I was just going to experiment with it. As I said, I would not buy a Temu wig again because to me the hair quality itself is very, very cheap. It reminds me of, like, remember Milky Way, like back in the day, Milky Way hair, like that's all we had to basically work with. I'm talking way back, like early 2000, you understand? And then after, like, what, 2006, 7, 8, like that's when the Remy hair start coming out and stuff like that. But I'm talking about Milky Way, Yaki, yeah, that, you know, after a while it get knotted. Like, this is what I feel like this hair would be doing. But if you have a Temu cheap wig, what I would advise you to do is wash it and put conditioner, especially if it's a curly hair. Put conditioner and water in a spray bottle and spray your hair, and also use mousse and put oil in it and comb it through. Okay, this is a hair that you're gonna have to do a lot of work, because once you go to bed, it's not like the expensive hair you just put it in a bonnet, and when you wake up and take off your bonnet, that the hair is nice and still curly and nice. Please excuse people, this is not gunshot, this is firework. It's 4th of July tomorrow. You know, but yeah, I don't know what these people celebrating for anyway, but yeah, that's how it is over here. So yeah, so I felt like I needed to use up more of the color that was inside the bottle, so I scooped up some of the water in there and shake it out into the bottle, right? And that's what I was doing there, and I'm stirring it again, guys. I'm sorry for all the stirring, but I wanted to make sure that everything was okay because I did not want to waste more of my money basically by spoiling a wig. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if I pay $10 for a wig or $500. I want my money's worth. Okay, so now I put the wig inside of the water, so I'm so scared because I'm like, oh my god, I don't know, this wig is kind of cheap, but I kind of like the blue that it's coming off on the wig. That's the type of blue I kind of like a navyish, darkish blue. Yeah, so I was just dipping. I left it in there for a while so it can take. I'm leaving it in more and more. I'm so afraid to do the roots, but I'm gonna dip it in. I tried to take the brassiness out of this wig when I first got it. I washed it with the purple shampoo, purple conditioner, and I think it took it out a bit, but not too much. At first, I was so scared that this hair was like a synthetic wig and it wouldn't dye, because it did have a little synthetic like traits to it. It kind of looked kind of synthetic-ish to me. Yeah, but yeah, it's dying, it's going down. You know, I'm putting it there and stuff, but now meantime the water is still hot. Okay, now you see how the lace at the front looks kind of blue, like a little tint of blue. Remember, I did not put the even spray on that lace, so that's why that part looked kind of blue. But when I washed out the wig and everything, it wasn't even there, and I cut that piece off because I don't ever use that piece. But whatever parts of the lace which were not supposed to get dyed, trust me, it did not get dyed, because I'm wearing the wig right now. I'm gonna do another video of how the wig came out. As you can see, look, it looked like denim jeans. It just looked so cool, you understand? And so the color is taken, so I'm thinking it's not really, Temu's not selling a synthetic wig. It might have synthetic fiber like one or two few blended in with the human, but I feel like it's a very low grade human hair that it tangles and it feels rough, especially the ends. And how I know a curly wig is cheap, if you look at the ends and the ends do not spiral around, you know what I'm talking about, like when you wet it and it has that little spring to it. And if you have a cheap wig, the cheap hair would not have that little spring to it when you wet it. You understand? It would just be like straight or hard or rough. It won't like bounce back. You understand? So I'm there looking at it and stuff. I was getting kind of nervous, but so far nothing happened. I don't use that part of the lace, and that part of the lace didn't get dyed when I washed it out, you know. And the part that I told you that you're gonna see was not blue anyway. Yeah, so then I took the brush and I brushed in some of the color in it. I kept dipping it because I wanted to make sure it was fully saturated. There goes my dry arms again. Yes guys, I need to get some lotion and put some oil on my skin, but it's been so hot. I haven't been doing that recently. Yeah, I have a problem with consistency. So yeah, so now I'm squeezing out the excess of it. As you can see, I don't know if you saw the bottom, but the ends are very stringy, and you can see it's like, okay, all of the hair is not going in the same direction. Like on the top there looks nice, but if you look at the bottom coming down, it was like stringy. I can't describe, like it just damaged hair. You understand? It just wasn't good. Like I had wigs before where, especially the Peruvian hair, I love Peruvian hair in my wig. It lasts long, it's silky, it's smooth, and it's so healthy. The other hair, like I don't like the Indian hair and the Chinese hair. I don't like those type of hair because it's not healthy and shiny like that. It's just okay. But yes, I'm squeezing out the dye right now, and spreading the hair to see if all of the hair is dyed. And I'm putting it back in the tub and dyeing it again, squeezing out the excess, squeezing out. So far it looks good. So far the top hair might be real human hair, but the bottom hair, it looks like it's